What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down how wide receivers can make difficult catches and the tough and challenging catches throughout the game. So I hope this video helps you guys out. Hope it could teach you a few new things. But also, fellas, if you're a wide receiver and you would like a daily training schedule with all of the things you should be doing in the gym to develop your speed, your explosiveness, your balance, your power, and on the field to improve your route running, your hands, the works, check out that very first link in the description below for our ultimate 8-week wide receiver workout plan. It's an 8-week daily training schedule with sets, reps, all broken down with gym and field drills that you can do. So very first link below if you're interested, fellas. Let's get started with this video. So now one of the biggest questions we get asked on, or like one of the biggest situations we get asked about, is an over-the-shoulder catch. So a lot of people struggle with the over-the-shoulder catch, and I completely understand because, you know, it's tough. You got a guy who's right in your face. You got a guy who's right on your hip. How can you track this ball and stay focused on the ball? Because everybody understands, obviously, okay, you want to keep your eye on the ball. That's pretty basic day one advice. Number one thing you have to emphasize is being late with your hands. So what do I mean by being late with your hands? When you got a DB who's here and he's trailing you, he's not going to be looking back for the ball. He's not running like a receiver, because if he looks back for the ball and misjudges it, you're going to beat him by about 2 to 3 yards, especially if the quarterback that throws a good ball, right? If he leads you. So he is going to be playing us. He is going to be playing, more specifically, our hands. So a lot of wide receivers will be running downfield and they will run with their hands extended for the ball. Not only will that slow down your feet because you're not pumping your arms, you're only using 50% of your body, which will allow a DB to catch up. Number two, you're putting your hands out. He knows exactly where that ball is going to drop. So you want to try to be as late with your hands as possible so we don't give this DB time to react and to play my hands. Just like in this example here, we can't show my hands early and reach up for the ball. We don't want to extend out to the ball like maybe it's a post route or some kind of pass in front of you. We want to be late. You have to trust your eyes. Amari Cooper is actually not looking this ball all the way into the catch right here, which is, you know, not something I would say that, like, if a younger wide receiver did this, I would probably tell him, like, hey, you got to look it all the way in. You got a little bit lucky. But obviously, great catch downfield. He's been playing the position a long time. Amari Cooper does not have a problem with drops. But you guys should be trusting your eyes, watching that thing all the way to the catch, and being late with your hands. This is textbook late hands film, textbook teach tape here to have those late hands. Play this thing again, full speed one more time. So to make those tough over-the-shoulder catches, fellas, keep those arms pumping. Don't show those hands to the last possible second. All right, so now this next clip here is from Brandon Aiyuk, and he's going to be running kind of like a return route. So it's like the opposite of a whip. It's going to look like a whip, but just know the quarterback is to the inside. So he's like breaking to the out and then pretty much running a whip back to the inside. But this is a high pass in traffic. So this is like this is like a wide receiver's worst nightmare. You're coming over the middle. You got a linebacker, strong safety in front of you, and a quarterback throws a high pass. What can I do to make sure that I catch that ball? So let's play this full speed. So Aiyuk comes out here, breaks to the out, whips it back around, runs a great route. But you see, I want you to pay very close attention to how quickly he puts the ball away. So you got those passes where like a lot of people call this a hospital pass, right? They're throwing the ball high. A DB could just crack you right in the ribs. You know, you could get hit in your legs. Like it might be a little bit late over the middle. You have to honestly try to put that ball away to the tuck as quickly and as violently as possible. Now, Aiyuk catches this thing with his body. Now, a lot of people will say that that is wrong, especially to you younger wide receivers out there. Like, hey, never catch with your body. Always catch with your hands. Always catch with your hands. And I'm probably one of those guys, I would say. Like, I'm not going to teach my wide receivers to catch with their body. If they do catch with their body and they catch every pass and they start to drop it because they're trying to catch with their hands, I probably won't say much, because at the end of the day, I just need you to catch the ball. And you see countless examples of NFL wide receivers doing this. But the reason why they do it is because they are in traffic. I want you to get that clear. Like, if they're running a slant and they're wide open, they're catching the ball with their hands. But when they're in traffic, they're over the middle. They catch it like this. Number one, because the quarterback probably puts some heat on it because he's an NFL quarterback, but to protect the ball because they know they got trained killers on the other side trying to knock that thing out. So the reason why we do that is just to make sure that we secure the ball. Biggest thing when catching a high pass over the middle, like even if you got to reach out and extend for it, if it's above your head, as quickly as you can, you want to put that ball away, secure the catch so we could withstand contact and still maintain possession. Let's play this thing again, full speed one more time. Great route here by Aiyuk. Great job getting separation and then bailing out his quarterback with the high pass over the middle and putting that ball away. Did he have to jump there? I probably don't think he did, but still, it's the same concept. In traffic, we want to put that thing away. So now, next example I want to talk about here is a lot of people ask us about this scenario, and that is a bullet pass. So that's when a quarterback, puts some heat on this thing. Whether it's a quick 5-yard hitch, you snap your head around, bam, the ball's there, a quick slant. This is going to be a dig with an outside release, and he is going to be working a throw by. So he takes an outside release, DB runs with him, he slips under him. It's kind of like a catch in traffic because Sherman stays right on his hip. But let's watch how he's able to catch this thing. And it kind of is the same principle as the last two examples that we talked about. When you're in traffic like this, quarterbacks throws a pass, you want to be late with your hands. So many guys, you see it probably, you've probably had this happen to you, whether you're working one-on-ones or at a camp, you're in 7-on-7, you'll be running over the middle. I know that I've had this happen to myself. You catch the ball, and you hold the ball in front of you because, you've been taught, go catch with your hands, catch that ball extended out in front of you. Don't let the ball cross your face, catch it in front of your face. But when you catch it, you get a DB who will rip and play your hands, not even necessarily play the ball, but shoot his hands through your hands and knock the ball out. Now, how can we avoid that? And that is from being late with your hands, even when it is a catch over the middle. So something that I have my wide receivers do is I'll have them run and I have them hold 2 tennis balls in their hands. So the reason why I have them hold 2 tennis balls in their hands is because it forces them to keep their fist closed. Now I'll throw them a pass over the middle, and at the last second they have to drop the tennis balls and catch the ball. So it's kind of on the receiver to make it as realistic as possible, but them dropping the tennis balls and showing their hands late forces them to track it with their eyes and be late with their hands, which is essentially kind of what you want to do right here. That ball's thrown with some heat, thrown over the middle and some traffic. You see he kind of body catches this thing. It's kind of in that soft spot, his arms and between his body. It's not bouncing off his chest plate, which is good. You don't want that. But his hands are late. That's what I'm trying to get across to you guys. He's not letting Sherman know that, I'm extending out. Here's a great spot for you to hit my arms and knock the ball out. He's late with his hands. So fellas, in traffic, bullet pass, be late with those hands. Not saying to catch with your body, but do not show those hands and extend too early. Let's play this thing again, full speed one more time. Great job by this wide receiver getting separation with the outside release, throwing him by, and then being late with those hands to not let Sherman get a hand in there. All right, fellas, really want to thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to leave those in the comment section below. Always appreciate the feedback. Always great to hear from all you guys. And again, fellas, if you would like a full 8-week wide receiver gym and on-field training schedule, check out that very first link in the description below. I'll see you guys next time.